It was the bedrock upon which many would depend, a belief that together we would survive the horrors witnessed on this urban block, sacred ground on which the world watched as compassion, kindness, and courage overshadowed the evil. The memorial is a sentinel on 24-hour guard, preserving our memories and ensuring that those who follow us won't forget what happened on a spring morning 20 years ago. It began with an ominous sound.
Headquarters to Federal Command. Federal Command.
Smoke blighted the skyline. A signal to all who could see that something is terribly wrong.
People on the third floor told us it was an explosion.
A bomb.
It happened almost right at 9 o'clock.
An attack on the federal building.
Murphy! Murphy! This is one of the critical.
Strangers literally give the shirts off their backs to help the more than 800 injured.
We want you up here so when we get the baby, we can come and find you, all right?
An office building turned tomb.
I'm sorry, you can't go beyond the elevator. I don't care.
The death toll will reach 168.
Give us a chance to sort this out.
But at this moment, families are frantic with fear. Word that children are among the casualties.
The bombing in Oklahoma City was an attack on innocent children and defenseless citizens.
This is just ridiculous. I mean, I can't believe this.
We will find the people who did this.
At least 17 children are dead. Hundreds of other people still are missing.
It was a horrible noise. Horrible noise.
We couldn't believe that it was some kind of a terrorist attack. Here you attack a federal building in the heart of Oklahoma City, in the heart of the heartland. It just didn't add up to us.
Got some people that just called in from the second floor on the building, federal building, that they were trapped.
And it was sickening, quite honestly.
Brokaw and NBC staff worked from a building that carried the scars of the explosion. But of the chilling scenes Brokaw remembers, an interview with one woman stands out.
As a red-haired mother, single mother, and she'd lost a child at the daycare center, and I just stood there and couldn't imagine her grief.
That young woman, Edye Smith-Lucas. She and her mother, Kathy Wilburn, are being kept back from the second floor daycare.
1, 2, 3.
Edye had left her two sons, 3-year-old Chase and 2-year-old Colton, in the America's Kid daycare only a short time earlier.
Bob Walker.
Derwin.
Katrina.
Margaret Goodson.
As office workers list missing colleagues, you'll hear the plaintive voice of the boy's grandmother, asking to add their names.
Will you put our children on there? This is our office. We don't know the children.
It won't be until later that rescuers find the boys' bodies. But Edye already senses they're gone. Arms that used to hold her boys now cradle only a photograph. Edye received 10,000 letters of support from continents a world away, some simply addressed to the redhead mother. Every one she answered.
You know, if only I had known in 30 minutes that there was going to be a bomb, you know, I could have run up the street, I could have pulled him out of school, I could have saved him.
The following days when everyone found out that, you know, I lost 2 kids, they just thought that it was, you know, just, oh my gosh, how's she gonna make it? What's she gonna do?
On this spring day,
those are baby teeth.
Edye is working with horses.
Look at that.
She travels the nation, an equine dentistry specialist. Her schedule books weeks in advance. The years since the bombing haven't always been easy, but she learned one thing.
I had to forgive and just move on. And it took a long time to get there, but you know, after I got there, it was like the biggest sense of peace and just overwhelming peace that I could ever imagine.
But her joy is in this room. Daughter 9-year-old MJ and 17-year-old Glenn. After the bombing, Edye had surgery to untie her tubes. She considers her children a gift.
You know, if it weren't for the bombing, I wouldn't have Glenn or MJ. The bombing was a terrible thing, and I miss Chase and Colton. I can't live in the past. I want to live in the present, and I want to be happy in the present, and I want to concentrate on now.